Okay, I'm going to show you this one, early equivalency 2, but this is not actually a lesson. This is where they show you how to use one of their tools, and you'll come across this quite often. It just requires you to listen.
This tool lets us fill in a table to learn about multiplication and scaling. On the left column of this table, we see wheels and cars. We know that one car has 4 wheels. This information can help us figure out how many wheels there are on 2 cars and more. Sometimes we'll use other items to solve problems too. Do you know how many leaves are on a clover? How many points are on a starfish? Or how many dimes are in a dollar? This tool will help us learn all about it. Let's complete a few tasks to get familiar with this tool. Click inside the box above the number 2.
Okay, so when you see this thing where they have these up here, these are different tasks that they're wanting you to complete in order to learn how to use this tool. So it's not actually a lesson, it's more just like, can you listen to the lady and do what she says? So what she said was, click in the box above the number 2. I know that you can do this. Okay, so we're going to click in the box above the number 2.
Good job. Now use your keyboard to type the number 8 in the same box and click OK.
So what she did basically was she checked off that task. We have learned to use this to do that task within this tool. So the next thing she told us to do was type the number 8 in the number above, in the box above. So they're not having you do a lesson, they're trying to teach you what they're going to have you do later. So really all you have to do is just listen and do what she tells you. So type 8 in the box above.
Well done. You can also click Enter or Return on your keyboard instead of clicking OK. Now click on the empty box below the number 12.
I'm going to do exactly what she told me to do.
Good job. Let's type 3 in the empty box below the number 12 and click OK. Try it now.
I'm just doing exactly what she said.
That's it. You've completed all the tasks. Now let's get to work.
So they actually count that as completing the lesson. You're welcome. But now, when you come back out here, you probably have one, this one. No, it went away. Oh yeah, they gave us a new one. They gave us 2 of them. So both of these lessons are going to be using that tool that you just practiced with. So if I don't run out of time, I'm going to show you. I hope she explains it quick.
Fill in the missing value in the table. Click OK when you're finished.
Okay, so these are like fractions. They're showing you the n for numerator. See how it's like highlighted? If the numerator is 2 and the denominator is 5, then over here, if the numerator is 6, the denominator is what? And the question you ask yourself is, how did you get from 2 to 6? It's always either multiplying or dividing. So since it's getting bigger, from 2 to 6 is getting bigger, I know that's multiplying, and it's multiplying by 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. 5 times 3 is 15. And that's all this is. Okay, so now we're going to go again. How did they get from 6 to 18? 6 times 3 is 18. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. 15 times 3 is 45. And we're actually making fractions here because 2/5, 6/15, and 18/45 are all equivalent fractions. And that's all I'm going to do for you.